Second,
I wanted one.
oh, okay.
Then before go and then we come back.
Okay.
If you are to merge all this into one,
Merge.
if you are to this policy in one, maybe the circumstances of time you have been given the opportunity to just do one thing here on your policy. What will it be to the people of UHAS?
One thing. One thing. One thing. This is difficult to put to one thing. But the one thing I do is to summarize all this is that we are going to defend and uphold the interests of students. So the one thing, the way I can put the one thing is that we are just going to champion, defend, and uphold the interests of students.
Mr. Subonte,
Yeah, Mr. Hansen.
you talked about School of Medicine.
Yes, please.
Having PA in medicine.
Yeah.
What of School of Medicine having two programs, yet the association is one? Don't you think you saying we should have one representative from School of Medicine coming, whatever, I don't know whatever function is going to do. Don't you think then, of course, there should be a segregation between the NAMSA so that they also elect one person?
NAMSA is a school, it's like SAS. Okay, SAS. We have ASA, where elect a president.
Okay.
So SONAM is a body. So they should all come together to elect one person.
Okay.
We serve as a representative for the general.
So you are saying you have an association, like as an association with everybody.
An association with everybody, please, you mean?
You mentioned an association's name.
ASA. Allied Students Association.
So it's an association?
Yes.
Like NAMSA. So you are saying that medicine and PA should also merge and form an association.
That's what the constitution is, you know what I'm saying?
No. That wasn't what the constitution. You said you should elect one person. The constitution didn't say every program should merge and become an association.
Let me read the constitution. One representative from each school or institute.
Yes.
In UHAS.
Okay, so we have representative. It didn't say it should form every association in school, other School of Medicine should form one association. Am I right?
Please.
Okay.
Okay. One representative from each school or institute.
I understand that.
Please let me finish. Found within the particular who have been validly elected. So the school has to conduct elections where they validly elect somebody who's supposed to represent them.
I think I don't want us to spend much more time on this. Okay. I don't want. Hello. I don't want us to spend much time on this.
Okay.
Because I think you are just deceiving your people. Okay, you are just deceiving them. Hey, please, hello, please. With all due respect, I think you are deceiving your people. The constitution there does not say that PA and medicine should form one association. It said there's supposed to be one representative from a school. So it's up to the associations to decide whether PA should do it or medicine should do it. It's up to them. Do you understand?
Please, let me come.
Do you understand?
No, I don't understand. Let me come in, please. This constitution, if it to be best interpreted, it should be the Chief Justice.
Right? But you are here doing it.
Listen, please. Said one representative from each school. Okay.
Yes, so that is where my argument is. He said one representative from each school. And then under School of Medicine, there are two associations. So it's up to them to decide, okay, the head of PA should do or the head of medicine should do. Do you understand? Wait, I don't want us to argue about this because this is not actually the vetting. Do you understand? So don't lie to us. Just let it be as such. One representative from each school. That's all. All right. What do you have to say with somebody who tells you that you talk too much?
Talk too much?
Yes.
What does that mean? I don't know what it means.
Because there's this saying that people that talk too much do little. So if somebody should tell you that you talk too much, what reply what are you going to say to that person?
I'll answer the person with my achievements.
So talk.
Right. We believe in acta non verba as the SRC. That's the motto. Which was coined under the administration of Honorable Norman. Okay. The first time we came to Hohoi, it was 12 a.m. in the morning that we got to campus. We met Honorable Daniel and two Hohoi, Emmanuel J. You can check from their respective places. It's at Postal 2.
Please go ahead.
Please let me.
Go ahead.
Right. So when we came, the complaint was that the School of Public, that was the first time I actually came to campus on School of Public Health. Okay. And the complaint was that the people here suffer a lot. In that lecture rooms, they don't even have fans. The fans are spoiled. Some of them, because there are less projectors here, which I said one lecture room, one projector. We decided, we told them, we categorically told them that the next time that we'll be coming, we will not come empty-handed. Okay. We believe in the fact that you don't need to be a president before you can do something to help your people, even as aspiring. The little that you can do, you should do to help your people. That is one. So when we were coming on our second visit, I told them, I promised them that we'll come bearing gifts. Easy chair, please permit me to show this picture to you.
Oh, no problem.
No,
Just talk.
that's evidence. You said I talk. I told you I answer you with my achievements.
Please, I want you to talk with. They are my people too. You understand? I don't discriminate. Okay. But please listen. I want you to tell them that this is a vetting process. Nobody is anyone's friend.
Okay.
What I will do to Elijah, the same I will do to you.
Okay.
The same. That is what I've told them. So whatever thing they are doing here, it's not based on anyone's interest. Please. So let my friends, okay, let them, because if look, they are sensible people, all right. If my friend he asks you too much question, which are in the way you might think, they might think it's distractingly. My good friend here will not do that because he also reasoned. He will also do that. So I want you to tell them that it is a vetting process, all right. After we can settle our differences, please, for order and respect's sake, okay, please.
My people, you've heard.
Okay, please go ahead.
Okay, so as I was saying, your statement was, what would you say when people
what
say?
would you say? So don't show me anything. Just say. Just talk.
So I told you I'll answer them with my achievements.
Yes.
Okay. Please
Sit down. Just sit down.
show it. Evidence. This is the
Listen,
house of
listen. I'm
record.
the one vetting you. I said, just talk to me.
I spoke with the AC chair to permit me to do that.
No,
I spoke with the AC chair. Honorable Hansen.
It's one thing.
Honorable
Can you
Hansen.
listen to me for once? Just tell me your achievements, and you want to show me
We
your
presented.
achievements. It's a simple thing I want you to do.
Thank you. We presented 3 sets of ceiling fans, 7 sets and 2 sets of extension boards.
Okay.
Secondly, when I was in level 100, okay, I was invited to a residence board meeting.
Okay.
Under the administration of Honorable Derek. I was in level 100 by then, but I started a project called Keep Campus Clean.
Okay.
I have a document in my hand here. That is the invitation to the residence board meeting, which Honorable Derek invited me to. I would like to show it to the panelists also.
Talk about it. I still insist you talk about it.
Documents, I want them to read for themselves. On that document, we were invited to deliberate.
I just want you to, if I want to investigate, I will do it. So just talk about it. It's just a simple thing I want you to do.
All
Talk
right.
about it.
Okay, so with this, you can check the office of the SRC President, Honorable Derek. In that meeting, we were discussing about sanitation on campus. After that time, whole campus was being littered. Students go to class with food, and after that, they leave it. So, for instance, I've taken our waters like this. What you see students doing is that they leave it in the classroom. So, in that meeting, I had already suggested to Honorable Derek that this is something I want to do. I've seen on campus, and it's appalling. So, when he went for that meeting, he called me to meet with the Pro VC. He was the chair of that meeting. And then I suggested on the board that day that I think the best way that we can do about this is that let us provide dustbins at vantage points. It was after that that we saw a lot of dustbins being provided on Trafalgar campus, permanent sites. That time, Dr. Abayi was the dean of students. You can check. With that one too, I was given the opportunity to present on campus sanitation when they're now level 200, level 100 by then, to sanitize them. All right. And campus littering became a problem of the past.
Okay.
All right. I've also,
At that time, we are talking about the now level 200.
The
At that
now-
time, in what capacity were you serving?
I was not serving as in any capacity. I
Okay.
was a common floor member.
Okay.
So I was a student. I took it upon myself too. I have other pictures where I have people holding placards and flyers saying that keep campus clean. I have a lot of them. I have pictures. I could show it to you. It happened. Okay.
Okay.
So these, if somebody should ask me, you talk too much, I'll tell the person I just don't talk. I act.
Okay.
Upon that.
Thank you, brother.
So prepare to go on.
I, you know my position in the SRC right now, right? Who am I? What position do I occupy?
You are the federal chairperson for the Intelligence and Student Affairs Committee, a position I held in the Honorable Norman's administration.
And relax. And then now, what position do you hold?
I was appointed as the provincial chairperson for the Intelligence and Students Affairs Committee for whole province.
Okay, so now you are the provincial chairperson of my committee. Okay, so you admit to it that right now I'm your boss.
Yes.
Good. I gave you a task to perform, and up to now, I don't want anybody to know about the task. And up to now, I've not heard anything about you, about the whole task. Should I take it that because you held the position before I did, you don't accord me that respect?
No, don't take it like that.
So how do I take it now?
I don't know how you take it, but the fact that he said he doesn't want us to know about the issue.
Don't worry.
So please, the issue you present you. So he's saying the
Okay, so let's keep it as such. I gave you a task to do for me, and then you didn't do it up till now. Do you agree?
yes.
Good. So should I take it that it's because you feel too big to be under me? That's why you didn't do it.
No, please don't take
So
it.
what was the reason?
The time he contacted me was the time COVID-19 hit us. We were all in the house. It was difficult getting to people. All right. That was one reason why I couldn't get back to you on that. When we came back to school, other matters were arising. I really serve as the provincial chairperson for the Intelligence Affairs Committee. So, Honorable Hansen, me not presenting or reporting back to you, I would say that it is not the best. And I apologize for that as my boss. But I really respect you. I hold you in high esteem. You are one of the politicians on campus I look up to. Honestly.
Hello. You want UHAS people to entrust their heart into your hand. Okay. How am I sure, or how do you think I'll be able to convince somebody that Sponti is a very good person? Because working under me, let's say in quotes, you were not submissive. In quotes, okay. In quotes, you were not submissive. Are you going to be a boss or a servant?
If not, I'll give it your question with
Are
clarity.
you going to be a boss to the UHAS students populate or a servant?
A servant.
How?
Well, 7 people, a leader. A leader is not a boss. Okay. A leader is a team player. So in my recommendation letter from the HOD, he said I can work both as a team player and as a leader. Okay. So you don't have to boss yourself over your people. You have to them. For instance, the question Honorable Gordon asked me that my people are here. I need not to have come to boss myself over them. I need to side with them in that line to be able to. So you don't work as a boss. You come to them as a servant, listen to them. Okay. And then you go with it. So every year has a program.
It's not politics, okay?
Okay.
This question is so important to me
Okay.
because most people fall victim to this.
Okay. Mm.
With this, school fees and course registration under your policies.
Yes, please. Yes, it's good.
All right. Oh, okay. Should I go?
Yes, please.
Negotiate for a flexible payment modality.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
How will you go about this? In a way, why did you choose? Okay, so negotiate for a flexible payment modality. You know why I'm smiling? Because this is very, very, very not difficult, but something most people have been victimized. And if you answer me with honesty, all right, I'll be very glad. Okay, I don't want you to lie. And this is one thing. So tell me, I think all your policies, this is one of the most important. And or everyone in this school, we don't care for where we will sleep. Oh. We don't care for what we will eat, or one hostel, one gym. We don't care for that. What we care for right now is about the fees, education. All right. So flex.
oh, okay. Don't worry, Honorable Hubert. You want me to answer the question that how would I go about it? Go about school fees negotiation, if flexible payment modality. The two. Okay. So as we run, so the way I'll answer this question is I said negotiate for a flexible payment modality. Now, in UHAS, we run an academic year. That academic year has subsets within it, which we so we have first semester and second semester. There's nowhere in the student handbook, any constitution that says that students are supposed to pay every dime of their fees in one semester. I want us to put that on record. Now, the reason I'm saying I'll negotiate for a flexible payment modality, I must put this across that we understand that management need our monies to run this, but management is not our enemy. That is, we are all partners in the business firm, if I may put it. What we the business called the quick pro quo. What I mean, win for students and win for management. So the negotiation flexible payment modality, what I mean is in those 2 semesters, we are going to negotiate for students to be able to pay fees in those 2 semesters. Yes, I've realized that. Let me, I was clarifying my points. So what you're, yes, I understand. What you're saying is that the possibility to shift fees that you couldn't pay in this semester into the next semester. So, the university is run by laws and rules and regulations. I must say, and I'm not going to promise my people that's what I'm going to do. I can't do that. Because the rules and regulations of UHAS do not permit that you carry forward the fees to be paid, which is Mhm. Mhm. Yes. Mhm. So, carry forward. Okay. So, Honorable EC, thank you very much. Please permit me. Please permit me. Good. I'll tackle the questions in two ways. In that right now, my people are here, people that I wish to serve. Please listen with attentive ear. I am not going to promise you that we are going to negotiate for a carry forward in the payment of fees. In that, if you don't pay your fees in one academic year, you carry it forward in the next academic year. Even that is what will be done, but you may not be allowed to write your exam for some cases. What I am proposing, what I have in my policy is that a feasible modality. I mean, in those 2 semesters, for some of us, mom and dad will be able to pay all the money at a go. But all fingers are not the same. What we are going to negotiate for is that in the first semester, a student should pay at least 50%. At least, I mean, 50, the half of, yes, at least like 50 or more. So where I come in is that even though it is there, once you make that payment, if it is what we are going to negotiate for course registration, school fees payment goes with course registration. Are you aware that if you make part payment, you still would have to write a letter to the office of registrar? Permit me, literally begging for the registrar to allow you to register your course. All right. Mhm. Don't worry. Mhm. Okay. So the feasibility is talking about in the first semester you pay at least 50, that is more half or more. Okay. And then you are allowed to register your course freely without having to write a letter. And then in the second semester, you make the other part payments or whatever payment you have. But I like to make a statement that, irrespective of the fact that we are here to be vetted, we are here to also learn, unlearn, and relearn. So if you seem to have an idea about how we should go about it, Timothy Monty believes in the fact that the best of policies come from his people. After all ideas is not one person. So maybe after here or right here, if you can there's a way to go about it, you'd also be glad to inculcate it in our policy because I see it's dear to your heart. Thank you. No, Awaga. Awaga.
Honorable Ashanti, I'm very glad that your people behind me are cheering you up. It means that the answers you're providing goes to their satisfaction. But quite unfortunately, they are not the ones scoring you. So the answers will satisfy us rather because you're not scoring. Thank you very much. Do you fear God? Do you really fear God? Good. So based on the question you've asked, the answer you've provided, can you tell me?
Please, your microphone.
You can't hear me well. Is it now audible? Is it audible now? Good. So can you tell me, based on the level or how you measure the degree of you fearing God, can you tell me that all your policies are feasible? All your policies are realistic based on how you fear God?
Based on how I fear God. Sure. Yes, they are feasible and realistic.
Good. Under the sports entertainment policy,
Yes, please.
that is the last section of the policy provided. Establishment of mini gym at various hostels. But before I question you on that, how many hostels do we have in Hawaii? Sure.
We have one.
Six.
Yes.
How many hostels? I don't know if you call it hostels in whole. How many are you having there?
Let me list them. Okay. We have Edna, Fiat, Fuga, SRC, Trafalgar Hostel, Cafe Hostel, the new medical hostel, website.
So in addition to Hawaii hostels, how many?
That's 14.
14.
Mhm.
And you are here telling us that you are going to establish mini gym at various hostels. Asubontin, sorry, Honorable Asubontin. You are telling us that you are going to establish mini gym at various hostels. So under your administration, and the students find out that there isn't any gym in any of the hostels, how do you expect the student public to address you and your administration? And besides, I don't think you are ending your political career in this school, right? All these students populace in UHAS are going to be dispersed in all the various regions we have in the country. So they are going to give account of you in any of the persons they meet out there. So imagine the total number of people in this UHAS talking about you, the things that you said to them, you promised them you are going to establish in their hostels, and they find out that you couldn't do any, if not even one, at any of the hostels. How do you expect them to address you and also address your administration?
How they should address me. That's your question. That how do I expect them to address?
Address you and also address your administration based on the establishment of mini gym at the various hostels. Thank you.
I don't really get your question. I don't know how they will address me. With the expectation of how they will address me.
I mean that in a situation of which you couldn't provide any mini gym at any of the various hostels.
Thank you. Let me answer your question. Please turn my policy page to the first page. First page. Please turn there. I want to answer my question there.
Does it relate to the question I've asked
Yes, it
you?
relates to it.
Good.
So the Timus Bonte is that the SRC under the tutelage of Timus Bonte shall be built on the mind of God, the continuity of government, prioritization of student interests. Where I want you to focus is lay a foundation, a blueprint for the successive government.
Honorable Bonte,
Let me answer the
I'm not
question.
cutting you, excuse me. Are you going to establish those mini gyms?
Listen to me. That's what I'm driving at. Please permit me, like, give me the time.
Please, please, please. It's your policy you have submitted. And at the end of this vetting, you are going to stand before these entire students to read from your manifesto that you are going to establish them. So I'm asking,
So I'm telling you something I write in my post.
are you going to establish this policy?
Listen.
Just, yes, I'm
Let me
going
answer the
to.
question, please. You ask me a question, you allow me to.
Okay, sorry. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I don't need answer to it again. Thank you.
You don't need an answer.
Yeah, thank you. I'm sorry. I'm okay. Thank you.
Okay, Honorable Isubonte. Honorable Isubonte.
The AC chair, not around.
Yeah,
Teacher
he's
is not around.
attending to something. He's around. You have a problem with
I believe that.
You have a problem.
No.
Hello, relax. We are doing relax. We've already told you severally that some of the questions or some of the things we do here is to test temperament. And then you are here saying anything. Please, come on.
Yeah, Honorable Destiny, I know, but sorry if you don't like that name. He asked a question that in my policies I stated that there will be the establishment of a mini gym in various hostels. There will be established. Yes.
Okay, so we move.
Sports and entertainment. And he asked me if before man and God, he said, "Am my fear to God, would I be able to establish this having 14 hostels?" Having 14 hostels, yes.
So let's move on, please. Thank you.
He he stated he didn't want an answer to the question again. And I don't really understand. Am I all? Maybe I need an answer to because I'm being vetted and you asked me a question, but let us say
Ms. Bonte,
okay.
you're on track. You're on track.
Okay.
Okay. There is something I would like to take from you. Okay. We are vetting a lot of things. Demonstration. Check. Ms. Bonte,
Yes,
I
sir.
have seen on your flyer you go with a message of hope. Is that true?
Yes.
All right. Now we are in Hohoi. If there is any place that need hope, then this campus.
Yes.
People of Hohoi are listening. I want you to actually give us a demonstration where you are going to speak to students of Hohoi. Now, the public notion of students of Hohoi is that they feel neglected. Ordinarily, they feel neglected by the sharing of the SRC cake. Let them understand this message of your hope. How will you, as an SRC president, be able to convince them? This is a demonstration. You can stand up if you may.
Okay. Thank you so much, Honorable Emmanuel. Uh, the motto of Team Spontaneous is telling. I know that for the past administrations, what we have gone through or what we have seen, it puts all of us at bay to trust any administration. Hence, the motto, the new hope. There's one thing I know about hope, is that you don't hope for something that you see. You hope for something you do not see. All right. So you may not know whether I am coming to help or not coming to help. But I'm telling you that regardless of whatever that has happened, there's always the game changer. There's something we call individual differences. The fact that some people are like this doesn't mean all people are like that. So if we are here today, we are here to let you know that we are willing to sacrifice for the people of SPH. In my earlier statements, I mentioned that you don't need to be a president before you can do something for your people. All right. Even after retiring, the little that you can do, you should. And I gave them a promise the first time my team and I came here that we will not come empty handed. When they told us their plight, we came with 7 sets of quality curtains, 3 sets of ceiling fans, and 2 sets of extension board. In the fact that they told us they use mobile projectors. And the mobile projectors, once they are here, cannot connect to the wall socket here. Hence, they will need an extension board to connect them in the middle. That's why we brought it. So take it's okay. But one thing is we cannot do it all alone. The executives coming from here, people of Huawei, people, please empower them. Because we cannot do the work alone. We need all of them on board. So select the one that will stand for you, that will be willing to work with us for the problems of Huawei. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. The last one will be I want us to talk UHAS. Okay. I want us to talk about UHAS. All right. So this is about knowledge of UHAS and its structures. Is that okay? We have an S house. We have an S house. At the moment, what do you think is the single most important problem in the entire S house? The single most important problem to the entire S house. You can consult if you want to do that. You can consult your vice. Take your time and illustrate that because that is technical.
Single most important challenge
Facing currently.
is to me currently not only in SPH, even though SPH shows they are neglected. I mean, one thing that I see right now that when you go around declaring your intent is that they have trust issues with the SRC right now. The challenge. One challenge that me personally, I think I have seen with my team is that people, the faith they have in SRC is going down. You may ask how we would solve that.
We are going to see action under you. And the problem that students, the single most important problem is that students have lost trust in the SRC. So with all this, you are going to give back trust. Trust with gym. So you are going to establish gyms in hostels.
With that, I'm telling you something I'm going to say in my manifesto. We are not saying that it is optimism that every
Okay, so I think I got you to where I want to. I want to put you on the hot seat with this. Are you going to do everything?
I won't say can be able to do everything. But what I'm saying is in my policy, I gave some pillars that even what I'm saying under the pillars of government, you're not saying that problem of but one is that when you all these
I see. I see. But the point you are making is by the time you leave office, you would have touched on almost everything, whether completed or incompleted. The ones which is incomplete, you will leave it on for the next administration, including the hostel gym, which you are talking about.
So let me follow up this question. So in case that let's take the hostel gym, right, and the mini gym that you want to do. Okay. So let's say you started something on the mini gym, right? Let's see the new administration also came in. They think that that thing is not important. Don't you think like you have wasted students' money?
So, responding, this is a question on general knowledge, okay? All right. So, tell me the province, Alberta. Okay, Alberta is a province. Which country will you find it?
I have no idea.
All right. You can consult. You can consult. No idea.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. So it is a province in Canada.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
My boss, Honorable Subonte,
Yeah, Honorable Destiny.
how are you?
I agree. So,
Okay. I like how you respond to answers, right?
okay. Okay.
Questions. I think you have vision, a vision for Hawkeye campus, right?
Yes, please.
Yes. To the fact that you're able to make donation, I think it's a plus to that.
Yes, please.
We congratulate you on that.
Thank you very much.
So do you know the Dean of School of Public?
Yes. Not on a personal level, but I know it's
What is his name?
Professor Paul Amuna.
Come again.
Professor Paul Amuna.
Thank you.
Which school are you in? Because what's the your head of department? If a student should should have a problem and then the student just come straight to you to tell you about what the issue is, what are you going to tell the student? Yes. A student has a problem, probably in class. This could be in relation to a lecturer or anything. Then the student comes to you to tell you about the issue. What are you going to tell the student or what are you going to ask the student? We are still in structure. So I think even this question favored you in the sense that you are the course rep.
Thank you. So what I was saying is that as a, it's okay.
Um, So, Mr. So there's a situation where the local women's commissioner comes to women's commissioner comes to you without going to provincial executives with a situation. What are you going to do about it? Yes. Can you not refer to that? I think this should be something you can use your head to. Yes.
To justify which model he wants you to put the question. Do you understand where I'm coming from? So if he doesn't want you to refer, you put it and then you have to use, your cognition for this. That's all what he was looking for. Audience.
somebody that has the right to. Honorable. Okay, after my answer. Area 2. So, that's appointed. According to the constitution, they have not stopped at any point in time and to lament. This is the way forward. Classical example: when President Mills died, the constitution didn't stop at any point in time to lament. So is the way forward. Please, I'm answering the. Yes, I'm going straight to the point. All right. So the judgment that was passed, what you have in your hand is a judgment passed by the outgone justice. Probably by so ends. That on the grounds that our appointment was unconstitutional. Honestly, if we knew that that appointment was unconstitutional, there's no way we would have gone ahead with that. That came into light after we had been appointed. In conclusion, Parliament, in consultation with the Executive Committee, appointed us as acting SRC President. Okay? Parliament, in consultation with the Executive Committee, where we had the Honorable Vice President, Honorable Brope Emmanuel, signing the document. A disclaimer came out later that a forged signature had been placed on it. Honestly, you're all listening to me, I'm being streamed. If we knew that it was unconstitutional, we wouldn't have gone ahead. And when we realized that it had been a mistake to have accepted something that was not based on grounds, anybody who is hunger for power would have appealed to courts that no, we still want to be in power. That was not it, because there were other stuff that we cannot mention here. But because we had a fine, what we want to speak, let them come back to next. All right. So, and I gave you yes. Yes, that's why. I will also get that. That's if what you that I want to do. The question is, if it arises, follow duty. Okay, so initially I made a statement that we are here to learn, unlearn and relearn. I've learned today. Thank you very much, Honorable.
Already said it, but we cannot do it alone. The way you manned up here, we will need you when we come to office to be working with. I'll be working with you, gentlemen. Thank you very much for accepting. So if you see in our policies, we've stated specific policies. Yes, I'm going straight. So what we are going to do is we are going to be establishing, even though we say it is not in our administration that every single problem will be solved, we will do our very best. Okay, Honorable, we will do our very best. And I want to take this opportunity to pass this information that your canteen has been budgeted, check has been cleared, which construction will start maybe from Monday onward. Yes, which is a good thing for us. It's a stepping stone. That is where we are willing to continue. All right. So we are here for the people of ST. That knows that we are being neglected will be a problem of the past. No, this I brought it. Thank you, Honorable. Active contact that uh, I've been I've been a course rep, yes, and now daily at SRC, especially with my class. So I might say I've not been in the SRC in a parliamentary work, but with the work with the SRC, my class, I've been consulting the SRC time to time. That's how active. That's the parliament. According to the article, or if I'm stand corrected, it's a 544. Corrected if I'm wrong. We have the parliament, followed by the General Assembly, followed by the Executive Committee, followed by the Judicial Committee, then also followed by the Federal Executive Officers, then the Provisional Executive, and the Student Popular. I'm not getting your question. Yes, please. Yeah.
Does it mean
What is
I see. Is this in a hierarchical order? Yes, in a yes, yes, in a hierarchical order. Okay. So starting from the parliament, followed by the General Assembly, then it comes to the executive committee. Then from the executive committee, we have the judicial committee. Then we come to the executive committee, followed by the provincial executive. Then the I think I'll have to amend myself. Thank you, honorable member. Um, on a personal basis, I actually went to the same secondary school, and fortunately enough, we also ended up in the same university. So I've known him on a personal basis on his hard work and also how being a course rep. We have been both been cautious for at some time consulting so many things. Okay. When he contacted me about this vice presidency, uh, I was very happy about it because I saw it as chance that being a course chef and you also being a course chef, okay, there is something that we can do together to help what the university as a whole. So I agreed upon it to what to accept this challenge that the little we have seen around us cannot enlarge it to the university as what as a whole. Yes, please. Okay, thank you very much, honorable member. First of all, with the constitution, that's Article 21. I'm supposed to assist my president, meaning I'll have to help him with whatever policies or whatever policy we conjure up with the parliament to help the university. But with this particular policy, when he came to me and we sat down to realize the things out, a major thing I took into consideration was about the state of our classroom, lecture rooms, if I may say. I came here with him for a campaign to Hohoi. I realized that despite in Ho, some of our lecture rooms are in a bad state in quote, okay, but here was worse. So I realized that it's not just in Ho, but it's everywhere. So when we were drafting this policy, I saw imperative that no, the stature of what our classroom what handled upon or what hammered or what upon, and you find ways or means what to improve it. Yes, please. First and foremost, from my experience as being a classroom, I realized that our communication with the SRC, I would say, was a little bit low. Okay, so me being in power and being vice president, I wanted to take it upon myself, okay, to try and communicate to the course reps as much as possible. Find out the kind of problems they are going in their classroom. If possible, form uh, some kind of connection with them, okay, so that every plight they bring upon, I can also forward it to the appropriate head so that they know what to go about it. Thank you, honorable member. This particular question, I won't say he's perfect. I won't say he's all right, but I won't like also to watch his dirty or say something imperative bad about him in public. So I like to keep one, but I won't say he's perfect. Okay, honorable member, to be honest with you, I would say it's way of addressing things. I see him as a very hot-tempered person. Some way bad, some way good. He's very hot-tempered, so that's why I'm here. Okay, to compliment him. Okay, now if it goes off the line, then I set in to what compliment him. Like, take your time. When it's under pressure, because being an SRC president comes with a lot of pressure. So if you don't take time, you might end up offending someone without really what knowing. But when certain situation comes, or we are being dealt with pressure from the students, it's hard time to take a time, analyze the situation, and find ways and means of what or solving. That's where I'll come in to assist him with and finding ways. Okay. Yes, please. Thank you, honorable member. I like your question a lot. Um, uh, it might seem that we came from the same SHS, we have been the same course chef, we have been interacting, even to the fact that even to tell you we are still in the same church. So that could might, but that's the more reason why I'm there to compliment him, make him know that this is not going well because I'm the only one so close enough, okay, to tell him what you're doing. All right, it's not a problem at all. Again, yes, please. From your, I'm not getting your question, please. Yes, please. I'm on a class page, and the reason I'm saying, let me explain. Sorry if I interrupted. Now, being like from my experience, I might come online and I have like 200 messages. I go there to check. There are a lot of messages I have to go through. I don't have the time to go there and what and read through everything and bring it to my class. Somehow it's my fault. Okay, but somehow to maybe the reason why they couldn't come online is also might be good reason enough. Okay, so the platform only isn't enough to send messages to what to everybody, because you can't say you send a message and you expect about 200 call chefs to know every message on the page at that particular time. Yes, please. I never disregarded that. I'll try that. I want to improve it more. Aside the fact I'm going to use the page as a forum as well, I want to engage them because in which way uh, even aside that personally I've not seen the US vice president in our class before since level 100. Aside them coming for a campaign, they actually coming contacting course reps sometimes to give him to speak to us that what's currently going on. Okay, I'm not saying that, but always they go on sending information to us. Let's send it to our people. Let's send it to our people. Very good. That's what I said. Okay, I'll try as much as possible. Okay, to find time to contact what some of or if not all of them. Okay, and try ways to speak with them okay, in case they have what any problem as well. Yes, fine. Yes, please. Might be trying. Yes, please. It's good enough. Yes, sir. Very truthful. Yes, please. Yes, please. Even if you are realized as we were talking, I was trying. Okay. Yes, please. Thank you very much. I wanted to speak on that mini gym, but I thought it was what now when we were drafting this policy, the main idea we brought into that's why we brought mini gym. I don't know if you are getting the context like in a bigger way, as in some kind of gym, like that was not the context we are trying to prove. Okay, so aside that, that's a one foot of the part he was talking about. Aside that fact, we are trying to start up something. Everything starts from somewhere. We couldn't just because it can be done, so we don't start it up. Yes, please. Very good. So that's why I earlier said on that but the EC saying whether mini or you are still qualifying as a gym. But maybe it was wrong on our part to have qualified it more. Mini, okay, yes, qualified it better for you. Very good. I'll sit down with you. I stand to be corrected, but I think they was Dennis Kula. Hey, wow. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, yes, please.
On X and 8 plus 8 go to 4. How on X can 8 plus 8
Equal to 4.
Well, on X, I've not seen any mathematical. Go clockwise. First, not only. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, that's
Okay.
not happy.
What we okay. With your question, the question. Uh, the experience I have in Parliament, I can't give you exact answer right now. I would like to compare from my president. Okay, because I don't know the rules. I'm yet to update myself with the constitution. Know how the reason why you don't have what bank accounts. Okay, so I can't go ahead and tell you that we have to get a bank account for SRC. But if my president here has clear idea because he has been in parliament for a very long time, the reason why we don't have a bank account or the need why we need to get a bank account. Yes, sir. Yes, please. Yes, please. Action, not way. Action. Acta non-verbal. Acta non-verbal. So the question is, what are we going to do about that? I guess it's not favoring the 200s and the 100s. So we need to work on that. Ways and means to improve on that. Thank you very much. Very much.
Thank, thank, thank you. Please oh, please calm down. All right. Thank you. Oh, all right. Thank you very much for attending. Yes, and thank you for your contribution. I thank all the aspirants also who came in to be vetted. May God bless you all. So this is what I'll say. Please, if you have any differences, anything at all, anything about this vetting, please you don't hesitate to make us know. Rather than you sending out the messages that will cause disrespect to these committee. Am I clear with that? All right. So with all odds, I'll call upon my second deputy to give us a word of prayer so that we can end. All right. Second deputy. Shall we pray? Shall we pray? Let's take a word of prayer. Thank you, O Lord, for what you've done for us, for the many blessings you've given to us, the traveling mercies, for everything you've done for us. This program has been successful in the mighty name of Jesus. Thank you, Jesus, we pray. In the mighty name of Jesus, we pray. Amen.
Charlie,